Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, running back on the move. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a... He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Acho. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They're going back to the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to him. Gets away. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the ground with the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaks it forward and... Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looking for a man. It's Morrison. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Here comes the Texas offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff from the gun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Motion from the offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Now on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks a tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. The Longhorns get it past the sticks.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. We get in these short-yarded situations. Who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
Wide out in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Going to try to get it himself. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. He leaves it with his back. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. got him downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have?
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down right there.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Safe completion on the screen. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The offense has it first and 10 from the 42. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Morrison. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get up.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. From the gun, give on the inside. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. First and 10 from their own 17. Now on the option. The pitch. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of... And he's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. He splits the upright. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Now the toss. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not going to risk it. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go right back to him. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, it is... holds the lead, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The option look. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit...
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the... So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.